Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a little setting on the Shaper Origin that I had ignored for way too long, and that just recently I discovered it because somebody left a comment on one of my videos talking about this. And I'm talking about this little setting that you have on the cut menu called speed. In this setting you can control two speeds. One is the speed that the Shaper Origin uses when it plunges down the spindle, the router bit, into your workpiece. And the other one is the speed that the Shaper Origin uses when you press the green button while cutting, the auto feature where it traces the Shaper Origin magically by itself without you actually moving the Shaper Origin. Today I want to speak about the plunge speed. Plunge speed means how fast the Shaper Origin lowers down the spindle into your material. And this is measured in millimeter per minute or inches per minute. That's why it's mmPm if you use the metric system, and that's why it's IPM if you use the Stone Age metric. The default setting is 400 millimeters per minute. 400 millimeters, that's about this distance, more or less like that. And so in 1 minute, it would plunge that much down. Now, obviously, it doesn't have that distance, right? So it's an abstract metric. And if you click on the menu, then you can use different options. It goes down to 65 millimeters per minute, which means it's really slow, right? And for you to be able to better imagine the difference, I used that setting and recorded the plunge speed. And here I show you the 4 different settings, the default setting left, and then the other ones, and you see the different speeds. And so you see that it's actually a significant difference in how fast the Shaper Origin moves the spindle down. Now you might ask yourself, why would I do that? Why would I set it to a lower speed, change it from the default to something more slow? And there's a couple of reasons why you might want to do that. The first one is the larger your bit is, the more resistance it will encounter when the bit hits the wood. And so the slower it drills into the wood, the better, because it has more time to remove the material. And that means that it will be less stress, less pressure on your spindle and on your Shaper Origin and on the bit and on the wood, right? So larger bits, slower plunge speed. The second reason why you might want to slow down your plunge speed is if you have a really hard material. Imagine you have a tropical wood or something really hard, could be ironwood or olive or really hard woods, right? That's also stressful, and that means you need more pressure, and the more time you give the shaper to drill down into your wood, the better. The third reason, I kind of alluded with the other two ones, which is just if you want to be kind to your device, to the Shaper Origin and to your spindle, you use slow plunge speeds, because that is just softer to the material, and that means that your Shaper Origin will last longer. It also means that you have to wait longer because it just takes longer for the spindle to go down, and so it depends a little bit on how in a hurry you are, but I always say, don't rush. You should enjoy what you're doing. So that's a reason why you would change those speeds, and I hope this little video was helpful. Now you know where to go, how to change it, and how to protect your Shaper Origin and your workpiece and make sure you have really nice cuts. That's it. If you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. See you around.